Welcome to Amusings with Chelsea and Angie.
I'm Chelsea.
I'm Angie.
What's up, guys? What's up? It's another beautiful week.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. I just felt like changing it
It's
up.
not. It's humid. It's disgusting.
But you know what? It's almost summer for the kids. Woo!
But summer means humidity and throwing up to me.
And it means late time for me.
Late time?
Lake.
Oh, lake. Lake.
Yes, I'm going to the lake. I'm getting on the boat. Do.
I don't like lakes because they smell like fish.
How do you expect to get the fish? If
In the freezer section of the supermarket.
Nothing's good as fresh fish.
That's how I like my cows, in the freezer section of the supermarket.
You know they start out in...
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Adorable, cute little cows.
And then they go...
Yes, if they're steer. They're beef cows. They don't do that to dairy cows, I don't think.
I don't think so either. I hope not.
Ooh, plus on Knuckle Bump Farms, they have the mini cows.
The
They're
mini cows
so
are cute.
They're just like really big dogs.
You just want to, like, cuddle with them.
I would not want to clean up the poop, though, if that were in your backyard.
Hey, fertilizer for your garden.
True. And they're probably not full-on huge cow patties. They're probably, like, maybe a little bit bigger than Emers's. Because he's like a 80-pound dog.
Mm. Speaking of your dogs and kitty cats and all that stuff, your TikTok's really taken off on your...
TikToks
are taking off with their lovely pets. If you haven't seen them, go see them. They're absolutely adorable. You'll be smitten with them instantly.
I am really wanting to take one of the situation I deal with when I take my bath. And cats come in like they're, lions coming into the water at the Sahara. Like, we don't have a running water fountain for them, but for some reason, when I take a bath, they're like, I would like to drink from the tub of water. And they can't reach, so I have to lift up the water, and they drink out of my hands.
You ought to buy one of those, like, plastic kiddie pools and put them in your house and just fill it up with a little bit of water and just see what they do. Out of curiosity.
Ooh, I have these little fish. I forgot. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. I bought these little fish, and we did stick them in the water, and they smacked them. But it's been about a year, so yeah, I'll have to get them out.
That'll be so cute. Coming soon to Angie's TikTok.
My tiki talk. Cats and mechanical fishies.
We've been talking about a bunch of stuff between what happened this weekend and so far this week, because we're about right on time on recording our podcast.
Yeah, we're hump day.
Hump day. I'm going to go ahead and start off. There was the coronation that you're not a fan of that occurred, and there's been memes and reposts and alterations of music to match the video content of the coronation at certain points and stuff, and it's been amusing to watch. I've sent you a few of them.
Yes.
Because it was just, oh my gosh.
Weird.
I did watch bits and pieces of the coronation between people posting it constantly, or every time I went into a store, a restaurant, they had it on the TV, and I had nothing else but to really watch it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I watched a football match, then I watched the Kentucky Derby, and caught up on the last 2 seasons of Vanderpump Rules. That's right, I would rather watch garbage television, which is my favorite. I love me some trashy trashy people than watch the coronation.
I know. You're dead set on I don't like it, which I don't blame you.
Well, apparently neither do a whole bunch of people in Great Britain, because there's one football match, I think it was in Scotland, but it was
with the green shirts, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Where they were singing, "You can shove the coronation up your ass." You can shove the coronation up your ass.
Do, do, do.
You can shove the coronation without any hesitation. You can shove the coronation up your ass.
Do, do, do.
Go England! Woo-hoo!
You're a nut.
Yeah, I know. And then Katy Perry couldn't find her seat.
Yep, that was another one on there. A lot of people talked about Harry, about him not being up there where the family members were and being there. But he was still with family. He was with a cousin. And
Yeah.
I think.
No, I think he was sitting next to... I thought he was sitting next to either Eugenie or Beatrice. And then several seats over was, I think, Andrew. But he was smiling and he was talking and couldn't give two shits. And then as soon as it was out, it was over, he was out.
Yeah, he didn't follow the royal procession, even though he was invited to go join them up on the...
I heard he wasn't.
I heard he was. So, I don't know. What did y'all hear? But,
I wouldn't go up there anyway.
I don't blame
Treat
him.
my family like shit. Y'all can kiss the wheels on my airplane. Bitches! I'm going home.
Speaking of coronations, Queen Charlotte on Netflix came out, which is a spin-off of the Bridgerton, or a Bridgerton story.
That's on you.
I know it's on me. I love the Bridgertons, by the way, FYI. Woo! And they did have, the whole series come out, so I've been trying to slowly binge watch it, but I haven't had much luck. But one character in particular, I freaked out because as soon as she came on screen, I screamed. I was like, oh my god, it's Lady Stark!
Oh, name. Michelle Fairley.
Yeah.
So, in that show, is the royal family white?
Yes.
And they're marrying an
African American.
Okay.
Yes. So there's a lot of kind of what.
So you can get it on a TV show, but you can't get it in real life.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think this was a perfect time for it to come out and show that, hey, see how this is a good change. It's not a bad thing and everything else. I personally loved it for so far of what I've watched. I've only watched, I think me and my fiance watched 4 episodes so far. He likes the show too. Don't let him lie to you and say he doesn't and says he only watches it. For me, it's a lie. He watches it. He enjoys it. Because he commentaries over here while I'm like, would you shh? Why? Shh.
I'm going to guess they don't sound like this. Oh, yes, it's nice to meet you. It's lovely. Thank you for everyone for joining.
So some of them do, the gentlemen at certain points do, yes. The females not so much, so they're a little bit more giddy and gossipy and stuff like that, which would be right in that era of secretly talking and stuff like that, or casually blah blah blah. And of course,
what are we, like in the 1800s or?
Yes, because you're at King George and the original Queen Charlotte. But I did see a meme that people posted from Queen Charlotte automatically, and I about rolled, and I think I sent it to you, but I don't remember. But if anybody has watched Game of Thrones and watched the weddings in Game of Thrones, and you know where I'm going with this, okay? Who I know is Lady Stark, that is the Dowager Queen in this show. It said, let's be honest here, we were all very nervous to see her at a wedding.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I'm sitting there going, she didn't die. Yay!
I hope nobody died. That would be lovely. She's probably like, can I get through like a show where a wedding like occurs and not blood everywhere?
Maybe. I don't know. The show itself, so far, like I said, I've only been about 4 episodes in. I'm very impressed. Very different but great sort of sense and stuff like that. And you do get to see a condition that happened that we now know that it is a mental issue versus what they thought was something that could be fixed with, like, electrotherapy. It was the Mad King George, that era, that guy.
Yeah. So did you watched the latest episode of Citadel, right?
I have not yet.
Oh my god!
Tell me. Go ahead. Break the news to me. Tell me.
I can't. It's so confusing because the woman that he married...
Oh, snap. She's a freaking spy, wasn't she?
She's a Citadel agent also that
Holy...
he trained. It is jacked up.
Okay, so I was sitting there. Okay, I watched it by myself. And, of course, I'm trying to explain to Daniel everything, blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, watch her be a spy or something's going to come back and bite her and she's going to be involved in da-da-da. And this poor kid ain't got nothing.
Well, okay, remember the two brothers that were trying to crack the case?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the one that's not dead is the one that's torturing Stanley Tucci's character.
Mm-hmm.
And Stanley Tucci goes, he's like, give me my phone. Because, you know, he's all beaten up and he's...
hurting.
Yeah. Well, he's tied up and then they're pulling teeth out of him.
Ow.
Well, they're trying to make him, you know...
talk.
Yes. And he brings him his phone and then he pulls up the picture and it's Mason, his wife, and their daughter Hendrix. And he goes, that's your woman, right? She's married to Mason. And then you're like, what?
Dun, dun, dun. The plot thickens.
So then it shows trailer for
Next
week. And she is a Citadel agent that was trained by Mason, who went undercover.
Okay.
But I guess they both got, I guess everybody got their zaps because they met in a rehabilitation center. Because she was in a car crash.
See, that just, gave me chills. Okay. So, definitely going to be watching that tonight. And we will definitely chitty chat on that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I absolutely love that show too. I'm so excited. We're getting some shows that are good and coming into play here, and I'm like, ooh, I got something to watch. Because also what came out was the announcement for House of Dragons Season 2 coming out June, not a date, but a month, 2024. I know. I'm just cringing. I'm like, why does it take so long?
I don't know.
So, but yeah, now you went and saw a movie this weekend.
I did. I saw Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And it was really good. I liked it a lot. I liked it better than I liked the second one.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It wraps the story up. You will cry.
Wait, me personally?
Yes.
Oh gosh, it's got something to do with Tony, don't it?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's got adorable little critters.
No.
Yes.
As long as nothing happens to Groot, we're okay.
No. Groot's fine. I will tell you, they do disband the Guardians. Gamora goes back with the Ravagers, because that's where she ended up, I guess, after Thanos, that whole situation. Where the past her is now all...
checked up.
Yeah. She's with the Ravagers. The guy that took over for Yondu with the arrow...
Yes.
He and Nebula run nowhere.
Okay.
Peter goes to Earth because he wants to see his grandfather.
Okay.
You know, and you see the guy from the first movie, yeah. Rocket, Groot, Adam Warlock, who you meet in this episode, the gold guy. One of the girls that
The antenna one?
No.
Oh, okay.
Mantis left with these... Okay, you know those big creatures that ate batteries in the second one?
Yes.
She goes off with like 3 of those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, it's a little girl that they rescue from the guy that's the main bad guy in the movie. I can't remember what his name is. The Grand Inquisitor? Is that his name?
Goldblum's character?
No.
No.
The guy that made Rocket.
Yes.
Him.
Okay.
Well, he didn't make Rocket.
No.
He messed around with Rocket's parts.
That sounds so wrong.
Sorry. He took a raccoon. Oh, and Rocket finds out that he's a raccoon. Yay! He sees it on his cage.
Aww.
Where he was. And I was like, haha, yeah, see, you're a raccoon.
Accept it. Move on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going to enjoy watching that then.
And then at the very end, it said, Star-Lord will return. But it doesn't say when, doesn't say how.
Why do they gotta do that crap to you? And there was no, after credit?
No, there was the mid-credit, which was where you see Groot and the new mini Guardians with Rocket and that girl. And then the final credit was him talking to his grandpa.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Well, all right. That's going to be interesting how they bring him back.
Shouldn't be too hard. I mean,
no, he'll already
he can pop up in the new Captain America movie with Anthony Mackie.
Woo woo. So,
speaking of movies, we're gonna get there. Let's talk about why I am tired of remakes. Why do you have to take perfectly good Disney cartoons like Aladdin, The Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, Mulan, and now The Little Mermaid, and make them live action? What's the point?
To grasp a new younger generation to come be with Disney. I have no idea. I mean, when I say some of them, I mean very, very few have been alright. Because to include, you also forgot Cinderella. They made Cinderella live action, and I don't know how many.
Oh, I didn't see any of them. I did see The Jungle Book, and I fell asleep 20 minutes in because the kid was so effing annoying.
You would. See, that's one of them I actually didn't watch, but I've seen all the remakes of Cinderella.
I was like, there is no singing. There's no bare necessities.
Maybe it was later. I don't know.
There was no singing in the damn movie. I was like, this is stupid.
I'm curious how they're going to do, how The Little Mermaid 2 is going to be with some of the characters being half human and some of them being fish and crustacean, to mix those together. Because, I don't know, you kind of see it in Aladdin with Abu, but not really, because it doesn't talk. The Lion King, you see the lions talk, but their mouths aren't really moving to words that we would be able to lip read type thing, which you don't expect to be able to lip read a cartoon either, but you know what I mean. I'm curious to see how it's going to be. I did not dislike Beauty and the Beast. There was a lot of people that didn't like it because of Emma Watson. They did not like her as Belle. I thought she did all right as Belle. The storyline behind it all, yes, it is the same, but yes, they added to the story, and there's a couple new songs. It wasn't bad. I actually thoroughly enjoyed the new songs. And to see the story of what happened to Belle's mom, how she ended up where she was to get to where she was at the current point in time.
But in the cartoon version, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Some people do.
No, they don't. Now, The Little Mermaid, a lot of people were like, oh, she's African American. I don't care. I don't understand why you remake at all.
Some people think that remaking a movie will overdo the first one and make it better, like Footloose. They have the original with Kevin Bacon.
The only one I've ever seen.
And then they have the new one that I can't think of, that girl from Dancing with the Stars, whose brother dances.
Obviously not that good of a movie. There.
And the only thing I can remember of it is Blake Shelton sings the Footloose song. It's the only difference I know. But two of them, very, very similar stories. Of course, they upgrade it and change it to be more with the time, and I wasn't a huge fan of it. Again, I'm okay with the music. I just wasn't a fan of the... But I did like hunky guy from Top Gun that was in
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Dude from Top Gun, the one that shakes his body.
I have no idea.
Oh.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah, don't.
He was...
You're going to try to, and then you're going to hurt yourself.
Shut up.
Look, they tried to remake Charlie's Angels. And I'm not saying Charlie's Angels with Drew Barrymore wasn't like, a super duper film. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. And then they remade it with that chick from the... What's that crap that you watch? That vampire bullshit.
Vampire Diaries.
No, the movie shit.
Movie shit.
With the
Twilight?
sparkly... Yes. What's that guy? What's that chick?
Bella. Oh, Kristen Stewart.
Yeah, with her. And I'm just going to say load of garbage, people. Load of garbage.
The Divergent series and Fantastic Four, he played in there. The remake of Fantastic Four. That guy.
Miles Teller?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Hey, he got a hunky body.
He was in Footloose?
Yes, he was.
Ew.
He played, his best friend.
You're gonna hurt yourself.
I'm telling you, my brain is just not wanting to work today. It's like, nope, I'm taking leave. It's summer. I'm not working with you.
Let's see, who played in the original? Oh yeah, Kevin Bacon. Mm-hmm.
He played Willard.
No, he played Ren.
No, I'm saying
Miles
played Willard. I know who Kevin Bacon played. Come on, woman. I'm blonde, but not that. So what else did you do this weekend?
What else did I do? Let's see. I caught up on Vanderpump Rules, which they're supposed to wrap up on the 18th of May when the Scandoval hits and Ariana finds out that Tom has been messing around with Raquel, or as we call her, Rachel, because that's not a real name. It's gonna hit the fan. I just remember the clip. Can I get you anything? And she goes, yeah, you can die. And I'm like, yes, you kill him, piece of shit.
We had our daughter's soccer game, and the 0-0, so tie, no score. So that was interesting.
Really? It must not have been, because no score.
No score. But I mean, they did play really hard against one another, like trying to score, and very competitive. And my daughter, there was a girl on the other team that was one of her friends, because she used to be on our team and she moved over to this team, and my child just freaking no mercy was going after the ball, knocked the crap out of her, and
sorry not sorry.
pretty much. And I'm like, girl, you cannot be mad. She left our team. Well, did she, or was it more mom and dad wanted her to go to a different team?
When you're on the field of battle, and in this case, the pitch, that's how shit goes down.
You're right. So there was that. We had cheer tryouts for 9-year-olds, okay? It's not necessarily where they get cut or whatever the case may be for the school. I think it's more so that they learn that they can eventually get cut as they get up in the next cheer category, but they don't tell them.
I thought you were talking about like weird herky-turkey flirky things, and all they were just like side touchy things.
That's what they're called. A herky and a hurdler. She had to be able to do that.
Why don't they
preferably
just
a round off and a back handspring?
Left toe touch. Boo! How hard is that? And call it a flirky.
But look, I didn't come up with acronyms, and I was never a cheerleader, so some of the stuff is new for me. I was a dancer in school, so some of the terminology I knew.
Band.
Yeah, I know. You're the nerd.
Band, nerd.
Okay, so she had to learn to cheer, she had to learn to dance, and she had to be able to do some of these stunts. So I got nervous because it was a closed tryout, and I put her in there. I said, hey, you got this. And we got to watch them kind of warm up before they kicked us out for the tryouts.
Helicopter much?
Yes, I helicoptered, okay. But I was freaking out because she would get on the mat and she'd go into her round off, but she would stop, and then she wasn't doing like her back handspring, and she had just learned it. And I'm like, girl, come on. Don't stop. You got to give it your all. You got to go. You got to give it to win it. Luckily...
Oh, you say that about that, but when she plows into her former teammate, no, be nice.
No, I didn't say anything. But in my head I was.
Hey, that's rude. No, it's not.
It's part of playing the game. But, anywho, so she had to actually... They made her... After she tried out, she came home. We had to wait. We went out to dinner, got home, and... That's whenever we found out that she made it. It was like right before bedtime. And I'm
but you made her do that cheer, and
no,
then you
I
said,
didn't make her.
You were like, hey, guess what? You made it.
Well, okay, so first off, I didn't make her do the cheer. What happened was Mimi called and wanted to see her do the cheer because Mimi hasn't got to see any of her practice or
Mimi, for those of you that don't know and are, English speaking, is another word for grandmother. I used grandma.
That's because you're older and dirt.
Shut up.
And not to mention, technically, you're almost old enough to be Ava's Mimi.
I will never be a Mimi. And if you would like to die right now...
No, you're an Aunt Angie. Or
you.
Aunt Jumanji.
I'm going to hurt you.
I know.
So she wanted to hear it or see it?
She wanted to see it. So I had her on FaceTime. So my mother was actually on FaceTime when I got to tell her. Mm-hmm. So I was actually recording her. And I was like, okay, I'll just let her do the cheer and then I'll tell her. So I told her and she was super excited about that. So that was pretty much our weekend and kind of also gearing up, studying and getting ready for her. What we have in Texas is a STAR test that we talked about in our little chitty chat that I'm not a fan of. And she had that this week, and she did...
Her math portion.
Yes, the math portion. And she feels like she did really good, so fingers crossed. We did good. But so far, she had a great weekend. And then, last night we had the soccer game that we won our first game, like an actual win, not a win by other team being rude or a tie.
Yeah.
So, yay, our girls are getting there, and having a win under their belt is always exciting.
And out of how many games is this? Yeah, don't put your head in your hand.
A few?
I swear there are only 2 games left.
Like I said, a few.
What is it? 1 in 15? 1 in...
I think it's like 1 in 10, maybe. I don't know.
Ooh.
So, but, they try. And, again, like you and I talked about, we've only got 2 girls that have been playing together since they were, 5. And then the newer girls have come onto the team. There's another 2 of them that have been there for the past couple seasons. And then, of course, we've got the rest of them are all new. And we've never really experienced them. And one of them comes from a team that is particularly aggressive that we've talked about.
They're the ones that got disqualified because their coach was mouthy.
Yes.
And the referee wasn't having it no more.
And we play them this weekend.
Yay!
So that'll be interesting. Something to watch.
I can't say anything about crappy losing score because in our bowling league with my dad and my sister, Dee and I do not bowl all the time. We bowl fill-ins when
needed.
Yes.
Yep.
We are in last place. We are team 16 of 16.
See,
no matter how good you bowl, because I bowled pretty decent, somebody else on the team is going to stink it up. Or the other team, and there's one team that I will not play. My dad's like, come on, bowl. And I'm like, I'm not bowling against them because it's not fun. They just throw strikes all the time. What's the point?
Heck,
and he's
no,
like,
we won't go.
He's like, well, it's to have fun. I said, they may be, but I'm not when I know I'm going to lose.
It kind of puts you down in the dumps, type scenario. So we are
last place.
Second to last. So we're not all the way last, but we're not first either.
How bad do you have to be lower than a team that just won their first game? The team that has won, have they won none?
No, they haven't won any. So we're both pretty much tied, except we've lost 4 while they have lost 5. But again, this hasn't updated yet from yesterday's game. So, because the last game they have is from April 29th. And we've had a couple games since then. So, it will update. Maybe we won't be second to last. But still...
You better hope. They'll update and then you'll be last. And you're like, dang, I wish that hadn't updated. Remember the good times when we were second to last?
So, they've had 9 games.
Oh, and we took, okay, I say we. I watched, and my dad took the carburetor apart for the lawnmower. We're going to get this stupid thing fixed. Perfectly good lawnmower.
You were...
Barely used.
You were telling me.
And we're gonna I did finish painting my bathroom. I just have the the white trim.
Right.
Yeah.
The quarter round.
Yeah, but what do you call a ceiling?
Crown molding.
Crown molding, and then a smidge of quarter round on the floor where the previous people didn't put it, and I don't know why.
I'm so proud of you learning about all that stuff.
Yeah, I don't have to hang it or anything.
You just paint it.
I pick it out, I paint it, and then it magically goes up.
Magic meaning daddy.
Yeah. Look, me and any type of power tool is a mistake.
I concur. I mean, I could even say a motorized vehicle is probably not safe, but we won't go into that far detail.
Drive very well.
Very slow.
I have not, knock on wood, gotten a ticket in over...
Ever?
I got one ticket.
Angie, the risker. The dangerous one. I cannot quote.
No, you cannot, because you, on the other hand, I hold on to that dear God bar like nobody's business.
Hey, no, you've done pretty good when I'm driving the Big Bertha.
The caddy. Caddy.
You sit there and like, okay, we're alright. We're not gonna die until I make a turn.
No, my hand is on the oh God bar like all the time. Well, first of all, I have to use it to get into the damn thing. So hopefully I will have finished the bathroom. We'll have the lawnmower running. We'll be getting ready to go to the nerd fair.
Woo!
Woo hoo! Renaissance fair.
So we've got two weeks left. All right, a little over after this week, next week.
Yes.
Yep. So we've got one more weekend, and we're going to our first. Will it be your first?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That'll be our first Renaissance festival, and we are going to have all of Angie's siblings with us.
Yes. There will be 5 of us.
And we'll have my one sibling, fiance, and child with me. So we're going to have a great time.
Hopefully it's not too hot. Won't rain. I would like a nice 75 with a cloudy. That would be lovely. Just send that in. Send that weather order in, and we'll be good.
I will absolutely get right on that.
Tick 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 tock.
So that'll be exciting. We've got that coming up. So definitely look forward to that podcast about the Renaissance and the yummy food and nifty shows and everything else. I'm so excited to see the whip cracking and fire.
Are you going to make her dress up like a pirate?
I asked her if she wanted to. So you guys know the Renaissance, they have theme weekends this month. And the one that we're going to in particular just so happened to land on sea creatures and pirates. And so you can dress up as a sea creature or as a pirate. And so I asked my daughter if she wanted to, and she's like, I don't know, maybe. So she does. Surprise! You have your own little pirate that's going to poke you with her sword.
No,
and the badonka booty.
I will mess her up.
I don't know why, but she loves messing with you.
I
It's
know.
just entertaining.
She has a thing for my butt. I don't know. She's always smacking my butt.
She's telling you, good game, good game.
Good game, something.
So there will be that.
I saw a trailer for Meg 2.
I saw that too. I saw it.
Makes no sense.
Only thing I could think of is if that Meg, there was one more Meg that got out of the freaking.
Oh no,
Droppy
there are a
hole.
bunch of them that are coming up from the, and of course, you know, it's probably direct to video because it looks like shit. And Jason Statham's in it, and I'm like, man, can you just not wait until Fast 10 and rake in that money and not have to do direct to video garbage? I mean, I understand he has 2 kids to support with his wife, but
Oh hey.
his wife can make money. She's pretty model.
Hey, look, he's probably doing it because everybody loves Shark Week, and Shark Week is coming up soon too, I believe, in July. I don't mean like soon. I mean like.
Yeah, I was like, no.
Hey, I love me some Shark Week. Oh, see, July 18th or 11th through the 18th. Woo! I was right. It was in July.
Oh.
You know what? Speaking of Shark Week, really cool things that I'm going to talk about too is a bracelet tracker to track your own shark or animal and stuff. Really cool stuff.
I have a collar that I put on my dad's cat, and we track him because he jumps over the fence, and he's kind of a jerk.
So I guess that's pretty much about it for this week. Right?
Yeah.
I guess if you guys have anything you want us to check out, chat about, and stuff like that, especially for this weekend, because I don't think either one of us have really anything going on, let us know in the comments, or shoot us an email at AmusingswithChelsea&Angee at gmail.com. So and
Check out my TikTok,
Oh,
Angie's Doodles.
check out our little pets, her little cutie patooties. And I guess we'll chat with you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.